Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we are looking at the Mon Cal Submersible Explorer. So, this is a type of underwater craft that was in common use for getting around on the oceans of Dak Sejal. Used one, used one to transport Leia Organa Solo and Gal Akbar's residence or to Gal Akbar's residence during his self-imposed exile. As with many Mon Calamari vehicles, no two were alike. The typical one was covered in a iridescent surface resembling fish scales. A typical submarine costs roughly about 18,000 credits new or about 7,000 credits used. Okay, variant models. There were many of different models and sizes of submersibles used by the Mon Calamari on deck, such as the Mon Calamari mini sub used by Luke Skywalker and Admiral Akbar to locate the glove of Darth Vader during the uh, Trioculus affair, and I'm sure I'm butchering that up. I'm sorry. Some variants of the class had two large grappling arms attached to the main body, while a military model also existed, which was equipped with torpedo launchers. Uh, a notable example of the Ephra, which belonged to Yaren Harbomaster at Crystal Reef, it was used by Jedi Sigil Jacin, um, Tenal Ka, Zach, let's see, and their companion Anja Colorado to destroy a hidden stash of artist spice beneath the polar ice cap on deck in 24 ABY. Now it's funny because I've listened to enough of the audiobooks and that, and I get a very good sense of who these people may be. Tenel Ka, um, I've heard the name before, so seeing it, I kind of get a little bit of a yep, this is how it should be. But actually seeing it in print, I think I probably would have pronounced it completely different. So just being honest here. Okay, so appearances, we have the Glove of Darth Vader, which was the first appearance, Dark Apprentice, Young Jedi Knights, Crisis at Crystal Reef, and New Jedi Order Destiny's Way. Uh, the other sources come from Geonosis and the Outer Rim, um, and that's where we have all of the information that we have here on Wikipedia. All right, so looking at our Mon Calamari Submersible Explorer, and I don't have a picture that went with this because there was none in the book, and I unfortunately didn't grab the picture that we had there on Wikipedia. Okay, so the craft is a Eurocab Typhoon 2 submersible vehicle, compact exploratory submarine. It is at speeder scale, has a length of about 10 meters. It is repulsor lift operation submarine, has a crew of one, passengers of four, uh, carries about 15 kilograms for cargo, has a full coverage, obviously, because I don't think you're going to have a submersible without it. Um, Mon Calamari love to live down on like planetary floors. Um, let's see, cost 22,000 new, 8,000 used. So this is a little different than what they had described in the Wikipedia. But on the other hand, this is official stats, not some of the stuff that we grab and then it gets changed later. So think of it in that regard. Has a maneuverability 1D plus 2. The movement is 70, going at about 200 kilometers an hour. Body strength is 1. Our sensors, we can scan passively out to 500 meters, an active scan out to a kilometer, a search out to a kilometer and a half, and a focus at about 200 meters. Um, and this comes from the Wretched Hive of Scum and Villainy uh, source book. So um, here again, it's another one of those examples. It was created by the stats were created by West End Games for the writer or writers um, to do the novels, because George Lucas would tell them, "Hey, go. It's a great idea. Let's hash out where to go. Um, go see West End Games to make sure that we keep everything kind of consistent here." He was using them as a brokerage to help try and make sure everything stayed consistent. And of course, when things sometimes failed, as they always do. Um, but the other thing is when Western Games went belly up because of whatever reason. I've heard of a reason in the past. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I can't verify it, but I have heard of a reason why they did go under, which was very sad to see. But um, information goes one way or the other, and then people start adding on their own fan fiction to it, which does sometimes happen in Wikipedia because it is controlled by us as the fans. So it is an interesting vehicle here. A not very well known vehicle, but it is an interesting vehicle. We don't get a lot of submarines uh, in Star Wars, and looking at it, because I do have the list here from the book, and I've got 23 different listings. So this is our first one. We'll hit them from time to time. So, there's 22 other submersibles that have actually been listed here. Now, I will take one little note. I don't think that I could be wrong. I don't know if, I'll say it that way. I don't know if there's anything in here from the Clone Wars, which it may very well have. I just don't know offhand. We do have Alliance and, of course, some more Mon Calamari. Um, we'll we'll look at this throughout and figure out if there is anything. We do have something from the Gungans, so I'm going to guess that maybe there is some stuff from the Clone Wars, but we'll have to figure that all out, and we'll take that adventure when we get there. With that, thanks for visiting. It's always a pleasure having you here. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.